Hello and welcome back to George's YouTube channel, George the Torino, the best Torino around. Today we are going to be converting George's old junky halogen lights to LED. This is gonna be so much fun. So take a seat, relax, and I'm gonna try and inform you on how to do this best I can, but do keep in mind this is not a tutorial YouTube channel, but I will do my best. I think after this video, you should be able to do this on your own car. So we're going to be replacing the high and low beams, the turn signals, and back here in the back, we've got the brake lights and the backup lights we're going to be replacing also. Everything is in to replace all of these lights. This is gonna look so good. An absolutely huge thank you so much to HID Nation for sending all this out at a fantastic discount. And they're also providing a 20% off discount to everyone that clicks the link in the description and uses the discount code Torino Restoration 20. Link is down in the description. Go get yourself some lights at 20% off. They're gonna look fantastic. Now, it's time to get everything put in the vehicle. Thanks again, HID Nation. First thing you want to do when doing any electrical work is disconnect your negative ground cable on your battery. This is just going to keep you and your product safe. So first thing is first, we've got to get this nice chrome trim off. You start down here with this one nice little screw, and then it kind of just wiggles out of place. And there we go, it's now off. Alright, one more trim piece. You've got to take off this screw right here, and then there is a spring down on this side. I'm going to take the screw off first, and hopefully that spring will come off nice with it. Just like that. Alright, we now have the headlight out. Unplug the light right here, and there's your light. Easy peasy. Alright, the light is out. That was super simple. We've just got the plug dangling right here. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this area out just because they like things to be nice and clean. And then I'll show you how easy HID Nation makes it to assemble their lights and put them inside. Alright, so HID Nation makes this super simple. We have this nice headlight. This is just the holder for the actual LED. And then we have the LED itself. We also have this nice boot that just keeps the weather from getting in. Alright, first things first, right in here, you're gonna wanna take this screw off, which is gonna let this piece come up. And there you go. Put this piece aside and do not lose it. You can push this out of the way, like so. And you're gonna wanna grab this little piece in here. Take that out. You don't need this anymore. Here's the old one, and this is the new one we're gonna be putting in. The LED comes with this one. It has a nice little hole and the bit of mounting for the LED to go inside. So the piece came out flat like this with this piece sticking out. So we're gonna do the exact same thing with this one. All right, and this piece goes in just like so. Pop that down into place. Just like that. Now this part is a little bit tricky, but it's super easy. So all you're gonna wanna do is push down that little piece like so, and then you can go ahead with your other hand and get this screw started. It's a little bit tricky, but I know you'll get it. All right, and just tighten that screw back down into place, and there you go. All this little rod does is hold down this boot from coming out. Next, on the LED itself, you can see these two little things that need to fit into place into these two little things. I know it's really small, but I think you can see it. So you're just gonna go ahead and push that in. Once it's pushed down all the way, just turn it, and now it's locked into place. Next step, for ease of use, I just like to trim a little bit of piece right here, just so we can go ahead and slip that wire through. So just trim that, like so. Now all you're gonna wanna do is slip this hole over these heat distribution things, and make sure to line up this with your wire here. Last thing you want to do is you want to take the heat distributors and you kind of want to spread them out because these LEDs do get very hot. You want to get as much air as you can around them. So just make this flowery type shape and that is completely finished. Just do this to all four of your headlights and it's time to get them installed. Alright, so I think this is just a thing on my part, and you can probably get a new adapter plate, but the ring on the lights does not want to quite fit through that hole. So I'm going to have to make it just a touch bigger. So I've got my saw here, and of course wearing eye protection and ear protection, I'm going to just go around that hole just a touch and open it up. Alright, I got it cut out. You can see my handiwork there. It's not bad. I mean, no one's ever going to see it. Now it's time to get it reassembled. I did have to take this little weather boot off to get everything in. But here's the light, and then we got to put these two trim pieces back on. Let's get everything reassembled. Alright, and here is the finished light installed, and look how cool it looks compared to the other ones. Super cool to see that. Now the wiring is as easy as it sounds. It's not gonna look like it fits because it's a different kind of plug, but I promise you, if you just put these 2 prongs in to the 2 prongs of the OEM, it's gonna work. Let me show you what that looks like. Here's what that looks like right here. Just bend that one wire down, and I'm actually going to electrical tape this just to make it look better and be a little bit safer. But now let's get a quick test. Oh boy, look how good this looks. Ooh, that is nice. Thank you so much, HID Nation. This is fantastic. It's time to get the other 3 installed, and then we'll get started on the back lights and the side lights. This is looking great. Here is one side completely finished, and this one is halogen. This is the low beam, and it did not come from HID Nation. I actually really like it because when I'm in low beam mode, just driving around at somewhat dark, it'll look like an older car. But when it's really dark, I can pull out these guys and it's gonna look fantastic. I really love how this looks right now. That's the old versus the new. Oh, these turned out so great. Time to get this other side finished. All right, and here are the 4 new lights installed. And man, do I love this halogen LED mix. I know it's kind of weird, but I really, really like it. It's time to get the rest of the lights, replace these 2 side guys and the ones in the back. So I'm gonna get started on that. All right, I got the blinkers hooked up on both sides. I am having a problem on this side, but I'm pretty sure it's just a fuse. Now it's time to move to the back of the car and get all these new lights in. I'm gonna be replacing all of these, so wish me luck. I'll try and show you how I'm gonna do it best I can. First thing you're going to want to do is take these bolts off to actually get the bucket of the headlight out. Alright, now this piece should just come out, this chrome trim piece on the outside. Take a little convincing, and there you go. So that piece comes out. You got to get this bulb out. So take your pliers, and you just want to twist on that a touch, and there you go. Now this bulb is the red bulb, so pop that out, super simple. And go ahead and take one of your new nice shiny bulbs, line that up correctly, like so, and pop that in. And that is a replaced LED rear brake light, whatever you want to call it. Just go ahead and install that by pushing it back in, like so, and you're done. Go ahead and do all the procedures in backwards to get this reinstalled. Alright, got the 2 backlights replaced, and they are looking great. It is really bright out right now, so it's kind of hard to see, but you can see them. They look fantastic. Come to find out, these side lights actually aren't lights at all. They're just reflectors, and I took this one off to find that out. So I did this the hard way, so you didn't have to do it yourself. I'm gonna have to figure out how to glue that back in. So I bought those extra lights for nothing, but that's okay. I'll probably find a use for them eventually. I also had some extra white ones I'll probably use to replace my dome light because it's out. So that'll be fun. Now that I've shown you how to do these, and I've shown you what not to do, you'll be able to figure this out yourself. All right, let's see this sucker in the dark. Once again, a super huge thank you to HID Nation for sponsoring this video, and don't forget to use the 20% off discount in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.